Yu-Gi-Oh! Mint.com is now TradingCardMint.com. Please check out their selection of over 20,000 cards with prices cheaper than TCG Player. What is up, YouTube? MK40 here. We are with our friend, the Super Tired Claw.
I will be signing autographs at Origins.
We are going to be doing a premium format deck profile, showcasing some of the ideas that we got from the Japanese and Barkle.
Hashtag Ryan Kai.
This deck will probably be changing come the release of set 1, but this is for the in-between period. So guys, let's check out our friends at TradingCardMint.com down below in the description. You guys, enter MK40, save yourselves a little bit of money, and you ready to talk about this?
No, let's do it, bro.
Barkle is the thing that makes this deck go round.
I'm never changing off Barkle. I'm never going to Wingleberry.
We're going to test
Barkle. Too good.
So basically what you'll end up doing is you're going to use Barkle to accelerate your soul. Your sub-grade 3 is actually Alfred, depending on the situation and how things go, being able to assign a force marker. Force markers work on the Vanguard when you stride. I had a couple of comments in the video. It was like, force markers don't work on stride.
Oh, I'll tell you what doesn't work is when 2 of those hit the damage zone, you just cry.
But being able to counterblast one, call it Blaster Blade back out, and be able to
get my force marker wherever I want it.
Well, and draw a card. It's pretty fucking
Oh yeah,
good.
you get to draw 2. That makes it nice.
And he's 13k. Like,
yeah, hi, I am Coral.
I didn't actually expect this card to be as good as it actually is, but with Barkle guaranteeing you at least one of these, you're absolutely good to go. Basically, the deck has a counter strategy. If you load up Barkle, you can basically slam
three Thing Savers. And we figured out, I asked Bushiroad, that the force marker gives both units on the Vanguard Circle 10k. So that's a big swing.
Yep, so basically if you go Alfred first and you open up your 3 copies of our friend and get an extra marker. God, there's just
I want to take that up to 4.
So much you can do with this broken card. Yeah, I know. But
I need to take it up to 4.
We'll have to look at the lineup here as we're going. But we're playing a combination of 8 grade 3s, just for the absolute amazement that
Thing Saver Dragon
shit gives you. As Austin was saying, we're currently playing 3 copies of this. Basically to allow you to rewrite Alfred, granting you another marker. Doesn't really do anything else outside of that. But
that makes your Alfred 16 too, because it gives it 5k. Or 18.
Okay.
Oh, which is relevant.
Yeah, you're right. Also, this doesn't cost counterblast like Austin thought it did.
Bro.
But
we were learning.
3 of this is not bad. Not really much else I can say about that. 3 copies of Lou. This card's not as good as it used to be. I think you still have to play it, though, for the stuff you're playing. But you can very easily cut one of these for a 4th of this, just to guarantee that you see it. This also does allow you to set up for Blaster Blade. Something you can't really tinker with. 2 copies of this. We were thinking about testing 1, but Austin's really good at putting cards in his damage zone, I heard. So, losing these would be extremely detrimental. Is it just a card called called up to 1 Blaster Blade?
Yeah, unfortunately.
God, that'd be broken.
I mean, he has Blaster Blade in his name.
Well, yeah, I get that. But 2 copies of this seems to be about the right number for what we're doing. I don't think you have any complaints about this.
No, and that works with your stride too, because it just says it takes a unit with Blaster Blade in its name. So if you run out of your Blaster Blade, you always have Seeker to be able to get Twin Drive.
4 copies of new Blaster Blade. We're not playing Blaster Blade Spirit. I don't think you really need to anymore. This card is amazing. The crit +1 on Vanguard Circle doesn't really come up.
Unless your hands are really good.
Yeah, it's just kind of something that they build into the deck to reward you for unloading your hand. It's
yeah, you can kind of do it with the grade 1. I mean, if they crit you and you go to 2 damage, that leaves you an extra counterblast, so you can kind of throw him out with Barkle, and then you can throw the grade 1 that we have. They'll let you call 1 from hand and draw 1, this one, and then you kind of like fill up your board.
This is the grade 1 he's talking about. This card is actually the nuts.
Yeah, that lets you combo because it takes a counterblast, so it'll let you
just counterblast 1, draw a card, give
draw
it 3K.
A card, and then you call a card, it gets 3k, and then you just call 2 more units, and voila, you have an extra crit.
In the grand scheme of things, this is pretty vanilla. Would you cut this to 2, or do you think 3 is fine?
No, I think 3 is good because I want to see it. Like, it's not like the grade 2. Like, I need to see the grade 2 when I have my Alfred. That, I want to see it either early game, or I don't mind seeing it late game, because it lets me a draw, and it's a 10k, or 11k booster. Which I think I was playing it as a 10K.
I mean, it can be 10, or it can be 11k by itself, actually, as an attacker. Like, that's not bad at all. Also, new Blaster Blade has 10k power. Pretty good, I heard. We're currently playing these. We might rotate these out for the draw trigger ones. Or, we might get cheeky and play 2 and 2.
I think we're going to have to get rid of those. This Soul Blast is a hefty cost. Because we want to keep ourselves for the thing saver push. And that
this was something that you were just kind of testing at the moment. Because there's a lot of games where you just don't go into thing saver. But for the most part, we'll probably be going... You can play the counter chargers for now. This is kind of up in the air. We're probably going to, like I said, test 2 of the draw triggers, go to 10 crits, and then 2 regulars. Kind of just going to get cheeky a little bit. 10k triggers are pretty good, I heard.
You can also cut, if you're not unlucky like me, you can always play 2 Lu, 2 Flogel, and then play the 4 draw triggers, so that way you're now giving yourself draw engine, which I think is what this deck kind of lacks, so that's something we need to test.
4 copies of Barkle Friend. This was one of the things I'm kind of like, we can probably cut one of these, honestly.
Probably not. And after you...
I haven't seen you combo this at all.
I've done it once. I did it once tonight. It's just because, like, it's there for the fact that, like, sometimes I need that counterblast. Like I said, like, depending on your hand, and I think when the deck gets its draw power, it'll be a lot more, it's a lot more relevant, because then you'll be able to draw into them. And then you have to also remember that if you go down to a 2-2 lineup on crits, then you actually have 4 more slots for new grade 1s. So that's another way to look at it.
Oh yeah, you do free up these.
You free up 4 spots.
New copy, or just Stride Fodders.
Yeah, 2.
Pretty.
We play 8, so you play 2.
Currently, alright, triggers. We're currently on 4 of these. I think we're going to cut this to 2.
Yeah, I think this is what goes to 2, and then you put in 2 draw triggers. And then I think you also... I don't know, it's up to you. I think the 10k triggers are really good, but I mean, technically if you cut out 2 Flogel, you're still putting in 10k draw triggers.
You can cut 2 of these and put
2 Flogels.
4 Flogel. Hey, look, it's named Flogel.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying you can cut 2 of these and play 4 draw triggers, that way you have your draw engine, because you're not...
Well, no, remember, the new draw triggers are perfect guards.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You can cut 2 of these, and 2-2.
And play your draws.
And play your 4 draw, because you're still getting 10,000 power.
Yeah.
So that's what I think is going to be more relevant, just because then you don't have to worry about, like, saying that you're, like, losing power, basically.
Yeah, makes sense. 4 copies of Mr. Restand Doggo.
Yeah.
This card is pretty good, I heard.
With force markers, it's really good.
Yeah.
But I got to use it once.
And then 4 copies of counter-charging heals.
We're going to probably charge 20s.
Yeah, we're probably going to rotate these for the 20Ks. For now, counter-charging is good in the in-between format. We need more. Like, okay. Strides. So, we're playing 1 Gancelot, 1 Gobblade. You can rotate this for a second copy of Gancelot. It's kind of up to you. Awesome, just kind of messing around.
Well, we did this because if you ride Thing Saver, you can't stride this. You need a generic stride if you have to ride Thing Saver instead of Alfred, because your Gancelot and all your other strides, they take Alfred or Blaster.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah, so having the Gobblade is just there if you have to ride the Thing Saver and then stride.
Alright.
That's why I'm playing it. I don't think we have anything else generic that works.
4 copies of the Alfred Stride. Of course, why not? Giving your Blaster Blade Twin Drive is pretty fucking good, I heard.
3k plus 10k makes 23k with Twin Drive.
That is definitely true.
So,
and it also doesn't really cost much, which
Counterblast
is...
discard.
We're not playing Ultima, are we? I think we have room for Ultima.
I think we're 1 extra in there. Or there's 1 extra spot in there.
Okay, so we have 6 here. This takes us to 10. Yeah, there is 1 extra spot, so it would be Sabriz.
It's the Ultima.
Okay, the Ultima?
Yeah.
4 copies of this, mainly just for your Link Joker matchup still. You have absolutely no reason not to play this. You can also cut 2 of these to open up more of your extra deck space, but for the most part, this is still for your Lock matchup. I mean, fuck it.
You can always go down to 2 of that, because we don't see Lock as relevant anymore.
Yeah.
But you can always go down to 2 of that. It's no big deal.
Like you said, you have the open slots, so you can put in Ultima, Sabriz, and things like that.
Yep.
1 of the Good Guardian, 1 Dismal, 1 I Like Skittles, 1 one of this, I definitely think we're giving consideration to going 2 of this.
Yeah, I think we're gonna lose Skittles. 4 Skittles. Because, I mean, they're going to retire your board, and if they retire your board, then you're just like, Skittles, you're pointless.
And 1 Great Flash Isolt. This card is actually nuts with the new 10k, being able to call and make it 30k. Like, that's so much value, man.
Makes it 43.
Oh, that's our rundown of New Blaster. Just kind of what we've been messing around with, just kind of keep you guys in the loop. Guys, like I said, please check out our friends at tradingcardmint.com in the description. And thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.
Okay.